Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Good Vibes Lifestyle live stream, coming to you every Thursday at 3 o'clock Eastern Time. I'm Leslie Klein, and I'm here to help you raise your vibes so you can thrive. This live stream is being streamed to several Facebook pages, LinkedIn, YouTube, and even Twitch. So I'm so excited to be here. Today is my big day of travel. As I've talked to you before, this is all about the Good Vibes Lifestyle. Hashtag Good Vibes Lifestyle. I'm all about creating a movement where we just live in the good vibe zone. And what I mean by the good vibe zone is the feelings, the emotions of love, peace, joy, harmony, enlightenment, creativity, all the good stuff, as opposed to the lower vibrations, feelings of fear, shame, guilt, blame, judgment, all these lower vibrations. So the way we know where we're vibrating is by our emotions. Our emotions have a frequency to them. And Dr. David R. Hawkins has the map of consciousness scale. Esther Hicks with Abraham has the emotional guidance scale. And this explains how the lower emotions and the higher emotions are measured. But the trick of it and what I'm wanting to promote is the living a lifestyle where you're always reaching for the higher vibrations, because we're in the sea mostly somewhat of negativity. I'm not saying that it's all. If you look at television and the news and that kind of thing, and you look through at the world through those glasses of negativity, things seem to be a mess. But I think the actual truth is it's not. If you look around in your life, there's more good happening than bad. It's our choice to live in the higher vibrations of love and peace. So basically it's fear at the bottom, love on top, and we want to live a life of love. So, how do we do that? Well, loving ourselves is the first step. I know traditionally it may sound selfish to love yourself first, but just like in an airline, they tell you if the oxygen drops and you've got a child with you or an elderly person or someone that is not capable of getting the oxygen themselves, you don't give the oxygen to them first. You give the oxygen to you first so you can you're able to help them. So you take care of yourself first, then you have the opportunity, you have the energy, you have the energy to help other people, but you have to take care of yourself first. And that's what self-love is all about. It's about accepting not only our good aspects, but even loving the aspects of ourselves that we normally wouldn't like, that we normally would judge or feel that it's bad or something like that. Self-love is loving all parts of us, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And when you accept yourself to that level, then you're able to accept other people at that same level. So anyway, that's just a thought. Now, big news today for me is that I take a plane to Florida. My flight leaves tonight, and I head out for a cruise, my very first cruise at age 60, on Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines. It's Enchantment of the Seas, and we sail on Saturday. And I plan to do live streams throughout the week, so tune in to whatever channel you like. I may still do some TikToks or Instagram lives. When I stream, I can't stream from them because I'm doing it from my phone, so it's going to be a little tricky. So I'll do the best I can. We're doing snorkeling excursions. We are doing a zip line. We're doing all kinds of crazy stuff outside of my comfort zone, but it's a good thing to stretch. It's important to stretch, because if you get stagnant and you're just doing the same old thing all the time, that is not growth. That is really, entropy, I would say. If you're not growing, you're dying. So let's grow. And one of the ways to grow is to do things that you've always dreamed of. And I've always dreamed of going on a cruise. And I'm so grateful to my friend Lynn. It's her birthday. We're celebrating her birthday in retirement with her sister and her niece. And there was one more spot in their cabin for another person. And she thankfully and gratefully invited me to come, and here I am. So I'm so excited because I wouldn't normally go if it wasn't for her special event. So I'm so excited for her birthday, for her retirement coming up, and it's all good. So we will be sailing from Tampa to Cozumel, Mexico, to Roatan, Honduras, to Belize, and then again to another port in Mexico. It's a 7-day cruise, and it's going to be great. So I'm taking you along with me. And so anyway, I'm very excited. Been watching all kinds of crazy videos on the boat or the ship and ways to prepare for a cruise and things like that. So it's go time. So I'm very excited, and I'm so excited that I'm able to bring you with me. So let's now talk about astrological news. What's going on in the world? Well, in the cosmos. Well, we had a lunar eclipse just a couple of days ago on the 17th, like 2 days ago. So we're really still in that eclipse energy. It was not only a lunar eclipse, it was partial lunar eclipse, but it was also a super full moon, meaning it was physically a little closer, maybe like 4 degrees closer to the Earth, physically the moon was. And it was in the sign of Pisces, which has to do with spirituality, creativity, imagination, intuition, empathy, sensitivity, visions. Those are the energies. And so we're still kind of in that energy of the lunar eclipse. But what's really cool, in just a couple of days here on Sunday, on September 22nd, we've got the fall equinox at 8:44 in the morning Eastern time. So the fall equinox is just like the spring equinox. It's a time where there's equal day and equal night. And this is a time that our ancestors, the one that grew food and lived closer to the earth, were very in tune with the cycles of nature. And this is why I love the earth religions, because it helps you to get back in tune with Mother Nature and the cycles of nature, because we are creatures and children of the earth. We're made from the same stuff. We're carbon based, so it's important to be in tune with those cycles it's important to do this, because then we're in more harmony and balance. And really, that's what the fall equinox is all about. It's about balance. And so as we have equal day, equal night, this is a great time to look at our goals, evaluate what have we done so far this year, what accomplishments, what things do we still want to do. It's kind of like a time to check in and just bring our lives into balance. So whatever that means for you, it's a great time to do it, and then you're in sync with nature, Mother Nature. So we're in the waning phase of the moon. That's when you're going from the full moon to the new moon. And the next new moon, is October 2nd at 2:49 p.m. Eastern Time. So we'll talk more about that next week. But waning phase of the moon means you're moving from the full moon to the new moon. So the moon is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. This right now, like I said, we're still within that full moon energy. So you kind of have a day to kind of meditate or do any rituals and things like that. But we also have the fall equinox coming up. So we're really in a nice time to set your intentions, to reevaluate things, to organize, because we're still in the sun sign of Virgo, which is all about organization and kind of structure. And then, we're going to be going into Libra. So isn't it interesting that the sun going into the sign of Libra happens right around the fall equinox, which is a time of equilibrium as well. So that's what's going on in the astrology. And it's time now to talk about the Oracle of the month. So the Oracle of the month that we've been working with are the 22 Archangels Oracle by Carl Gray. And let's find out what the message is. This is what the deck looks like. And he talks about the 22 archangels, and the way Carl Gray he's an angel expert, and you can actually use any of his other angel decks or the Divine Masters deck and add these 22 cards to it and create a mega deck. So I haven't done that yet. I'm still just working with these cards now, and I just love them. So he has in the, let's see, in the lid of the box, a little invocation. And so let's say that. Divine angels, thank you for drawing close with your wisdom and light. Sorry about my green screen here. I welcome your strength, guidance, and protection in all forms, and so it is. So what message does Spirit have for us today from the archangels? And the card is, Amethyst. Oh, I love this. Amethyst, metamorphosis, and the guidance is, you are in a vortex of deep transformation. Surrender to the process that's unfolding. So let me put this here so you can see her while I read. From the guidebook, Amethyst. There we go. Metamorphosis. So yeah, how cool. Oh, I love her. I love the card and the colors. Okay, so let me read this to you. So amethyst, sometimes called holy amethyst or lady amethyst, is an ascended angelic being and divine feminine archangel connected to the energies of transformation and transmutation. She is the divine counterpart of Zadkiel, the keeper of the violet flame, and for that reason has been seen as a guardian of that energy, or even a personification of it. The only documentation of her appears in New Age teachings from the 1980s onward, but she is well regarded and trusted by healers and psychics as an angel who is helping to bring in the new golden age. Her sole mission is to help us take what has challenged us and transform it into a mission to serve the earth. Your message. The best time to change is when change is happening around you. This is a powerful and enlightening moment of your journey, for you are in a process of deep transformation. There's a good chance that you're feeling some resistance to the changes occurring at this time. Maybe a part of you doesn't feel ready for them, or you don't feel or you don't fully understand the purpose of them, but you are being guided to trust in the process and surrender to the shifts, for they are moving you into a space of wholeness and healing. Change isn't a linear process. Sometimes it will feel as if you're taking one step forward and 3 steps back, but they're all essential and all hold the keys of learning. Energetically, you are like a caterpillar going into the chrysalis, and soon you will have the opportunity to emerge into a more aligned and aware state. If you try to fight the changes that are unfolding around you, you could delay your expansion. So relax. Angels are with you, leading you to real transformation. So I love that. You are in a vortex of deep transformation. Surrender to the process that's unfolding. And how perfect is that? One of the first cards when we started working with this deck was Zadkiel. So this is his counterpart. And, how true that, she says the best time to change is when change is happening around you. And here we are at a time of change, going from the summer season to the fall season and, watching the leaves fall seeing, Mother Nature, the leaves drop, the energies of the trees and plants kind of being pulled back to the earth. And so in preparation for winter. So I love this. And amethyst is such a great stone to work with. And I love the violet flame because, and let me talk a little bit about the difference between transformation and transmutation. So transformation, you're transforming into something else, like a caterpillar transforming into a butterfly. But transmutation is actually taking like lower energy and transmuting it into a higher energy. So that's the difference between the two words. So I love that. And this oracle message. So if you like this deck, please shop my Amazon store. This is where you can find all the books and items and oracle decks that I have been talking about. And the way you get to it is go to just www.good-vibes.tv. You'll see a link tree there, and I have all the different ways to access the content that I create for you. So, and speaking of content, the Food Revolution Summit docuseries started yesterday, and don't fret, it goes on, I believe, for 8 days. Here is the schedule here from, yes, eight-part docuseries, and it goes from September 18th to the 25th. So it just started yesterday, and the way it works, it's free. You just want to, let me put the website on there, tinyurl.com/GVTV Food Summit 2024. And I watched yesterday's, and it was so good. It talks about the food industry, and basically the cigarette industry kind of took over the food industry, and they're employing the same tactics, the factory farming, and where our food that's not organic comes from. Such good information, how it's tied to our health and the pharmaceutical companies, and it just really opens your eyes to what's really happening in our world. And when you're aware of this, you can decide to not be part of that system, to kind of pull yourself out of that matrix, and create the world that we want, which is based on natural things. Our bodies are made to heal themselves if they're given the proper support. So I really love Ocean Robinson, John Robbins, and I have a little video to share. Let me pull that up on the screen. So this will give you a little bit of insight. The way it works, each day you can watch the replays for 24 hours until the next one comes out. So I don't know if you can get yesterday's, but you can get today's and the next day and the next few days. Today's is all about brain health and how to get rid of Alzheimer's and Parkinson's and those kind of diseases, brain diseases, by changing your diet and eating whole food, plant-based. So check this out. This is Ocean Robbins.
Child or parent or any loved one isn't doing so well, the only goal becomes making them better, to take away their pain, and to find an answer that doesn't mean endless drugs or surgery. What if the essential answer was simple, inexpensive, and widely available? What if it was backed by concrete science and medical research? What if someone could help you cut through all the misinformation and noise to get the truth you and your loved ones need now? This is why my father, John Robbins, and I brought together 45 of the world's most renowned doctors, scientists, activists, and nutritionists to give you the most up-to-date news about what can be done to prevent, treat, and even possibly reverse major diseases for yourself and for your loved ones. That includes natural, drug-free methods for pain relief, a clearer mind, an energized body, and a whole lot more. Because the essential answer all along was simple, inexpensive, wholesome, chemical-free food. Join in our 8-part docuseries. We'll tackle the biggest lies and the truth you need to know now about food. We'll look at your brain, your gut, natural beauty, your heart, diabetes, the science of nutrition, and how your food choices affect the planet. In the Food Revolution Summit docuseries, find out which foods to avoid and which foods can prevent and even reverse the world's most devastating illnesses. You'll discover what's going on behind the scenes and how the food and medical industries are making trillions of dollars profiting from a system that's causing suffering to millions.
We can make these choices to not choose those products that inflict suffering on other creatures.
Food is supposed to nourish us. It's self-care. When we take care of ourselves, we're supposed to feel good. So there's so many wonderful things that occur in a whole food plant-based diet that affect not only the blood sugar, but the overall health of the body.
Join 300,000 healthy food lovers for the food and health event of the year, the Food Revolution Summit docuseries. Let's do this.
So it actually gives me chills to hear that, because this is really an opportunity to empower yourself. I know so many people that have, and I struggle with myself. We put on weight, when you get older, and our food is laced with things like sugar. And sugar is more addictive than cocaine. And, the food industry knows this. And this is how they have their kind of claws in us to not create health. To not create wellness. So, but we can take back our power, take it back from the doctors, the medical industry, the traditional medical industry, the pharmaceutical industry. Take back your power and get back your health, because it's totally possible, but we have to do things differently. And this knowledge at the Food Revolution Network is how we do it. So check it out. I'm glad to be a partner with them. So check it out. See what they have to offer. Full disclosure, I am affiliate with them. So if you do buy any of their products, I do get a small commission, and that's a great way to support me in the channel. All right. So now let's talk about the National Good Vibes Day. Did you know that October 30th is National Good Vibes Day? And when I found this out, I said, I got to do something to celebrate. And so what I came up with was National Good Vibes Day Summit, where not only are we going to have over 20 different speakers talking for 10 to 15 minutes each about ways to raise our vibration, about good vibes, about their thoughts from their different expertise. And as I'm putting this together, working on the website now, getting the speakers lined up, so exciting, so proud of this group of people. They're such good people, and they're so uplifting and inspiring. So I'm very excited about this. And the way you can actually register, so the website, you can go there, or directly to sign up and register, just go to tinyurl.com/2024 Good Vibes Day. And this way, you'll be part of the first. So we only have 250 seats in the webinar where you could actually chat with the different speakers. But once we fill that up, you can actually also watch it on Facebook. I'm going to stream to all my regular places, several Facebook pages, YouTube, LinkedIn, and those kind of things, or platforms. So check it out. And one special thing that we're doing is I've partnered and connected with the HeartMath Institute, who created the Global Coherence app. And let me pull that up. So this is an app that helps measure the coherence when you're meditating, that is put into the field. And when we talk about coherence, it means the mind and the heart are connected. They're in coherence, they're in sync. And when we're in sync like that, we're kind of like in the flow and increase the coherence of the earth, because we're all connected. So this app has guides for meditation, and we're going to do this later in just in a couple of minutes. I've added it to the show so that you can get used to using the app and meditating together. So what you want to do is on your phone, whether it's Android, and this is a free app, on Android or Apple, just go to your app store and look up Global Coherence, and you'll find this app on there and download it. Now, I've created a group. You can create different groups so when you meditate with a group, and it measures the coherence of the group that you contributed to the planet. And the way you can do that is tinyurl.com/GVTV. So go ahead and do that. And in a couple of minutes, we're going to be meditating together. All right. So, and I will put these all in the description of the YouTube channel. So again, just go to good-vibes.tv. You'll find the Good Vibes, you'll find the YouTube channel there. Okay. So while you're downloading your app, and I'll demonstrate it shortly, let's talk about the tip of the week. I love to give you every week, and this is like the 78th episode of this live stream. Every week I give a tip, and last week's tip to raise your vibration. And last week's tip was to visualize your highest timeline, meaning if you are, like I'm going on a trip. So it's, sometimes we worry about things, right? Actually, normally we worry about things. So because our brain always needs to be working on something. So, but it's our choice to give it the task to work on instead of just, willy-nilly or by reaction, just worrying about things. So what is worry? Worry is focusing on kind of like negative things. So the opposite of that would be visualizing everything working out great. So I'm going on this trip and I'm visualizing the trip and I'm visualizing the highest timeline, the highest experience for everything, for the plane trip down there, remembering all my luggage and all the things I need to bring, visualizing the plane ride going great, staying with my sister. Oh, and what's cool, tomorrow I'm actually going to go see Elasa Tiernan at the R3 Miracle Center and actually lay on that photon light bed, and, the med bed. Now, I did it distance and felt the energy of it, but I'm going to actually be able to do it in person, and this is actually a gift from my sister Bridget, so I'm so grateful to her for this experience. And I'm actually going to get a soul reading with Elasa as well, so I will keep you posted. I may do a live stream tomorrow, we'll see how it goes. But so anyway, highest timeline, so I'm going to have this wonderful reading and photon med bed session, and so I'm going to be all ready for this cruise that leaves on Saturday, and I'm visualizing the cruise going great and having a wonderful time and just everything being perfect. And this or something better now comes to me under grace in perfect ways. That's an affirmation. That's a little bit change of Florence Scovel Shin. You can look her up. So anyway, visualize your highest timeline instead of worrying about something, whatever it is. Something at work, a project, a vacation, whatever. Just put your mental energy into visualizing the highest timeline, the best that you can think, and then ask the universe for even better than what you can visualize or imagine. And just let it go and just know this helps raise your vibration and create a beautiful experience. So try it and let me know how it works out for you. So this week's tip is to give someone a gift. And this could be a little gift, an actual little gift, a chocolate or, a present of some sort, but not just things. It could be a compliment. It could be spending some time helping them download an app if they need help with that, or helping someone, making a phone call on their birthday and letting them know, or text, giving them a gift of your time and energy, consideration and love. When we do this, we raise our vibration. We talk about, or we've heard the expression, I think it's from the Bible, and now it's blanking. It's better to give than receive, right? It's more blessed to give than receive. So in prosperity and abundance thinking, in consciousness, it's not just giving, they're givers, they're receivers. So it's a two-way street. For a giver to have a great experience, you need to have a receiver. You don't need to, but it's always the best optimal situation is when the receiver fully receives that gift. So it's a give and a take, right? If you don't have anyone to receive your gift, you have nobody. You're only part of the. You can only do part of it. Like you want to give, but you have no one to receive that gift. So it's important that you have both. And, but it always feels so good to give someone a gift, whether, like I said, a compliment, positive words, encouragement, whatever it is, it's a gift. And so that's a great way to raise your vibrations, give some a gift. And go ahead and let me know in the comments what you think about this. So it is time now for our global app meditation. So let me pull up the app. See, it's right there. Global Coherence. And I'm sorry I don't have my other camera set up because I'm on the road. So what we're going to do at the bottom, it says my groups, right? And so if I have a group for the summit, I guess I figured the other way. It's hard to do upside down, backwards. So there's National Good Vibes Day. I have that group, and that's what we'll be doing on the 30th. Whoops, I don't want to go there yet. Good Vibes Tribe. Oops. So it asks for the camera sensor. I use the camera sensor. There are other sensors you can use. So you just put your finger on the back of the camera, and then you join the session. Now, I like using the guide, and I'm going to use this guide. Same one we've done last week, but this is the one, it's like closest to 5 minutes. So it's calibrating. I'm not talking right. I was up super late last night working on the website. Anyway, it's calibrating. So I didn't get a whole lot of sleep. I went to bed around, it was after 4 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes that's when I get my work done. It's late night. Get into it, and I just keep going. And then I look at the clock, and it's 4 in the morning. Yikes. All right. It's still calibrating. And I'm going to go to the guide that is about 5 minutes. And there it is, compassion. So let me go ahead and start it.
Compassion is one of the highest frequencies in the love spectrum. It brings a sense of hope for humanity to move forward from surviving to thriving, along with greater cooperation and increased care for one another. Let's begin with heart-focused breathing to help open and warm our hearts. Focus your attention in the area of the heart. Imagine your breath is flowing in and out of your heart or chest area, breathing a little slower and deeper than usual. Find an easy rhythm that's comfortable. While continuing to focus on your heart area, let's radiate heartfelt feelings of genuine compassion and care into the planetary energetic field. Radiating these feelings into the planetary field helps soften the stress people feel from the challenges they may be going through. Envision that a heart awakening of collective compassion is increasing, which will unveil new possibilities for humanity and for our planet. Continue radiating heartfelt feelings of genuine compassion and care to others and to issues you care about. Envision yourself having compassionate latitude for others, understanding that most people are doing the best they can based on their awareness and the stress they may be experiencing. See yourself replacing judgments, frustrations, impatience, and lack of tolerance with compassionate latitude, more kindness, and patience for others and for yourself. Continue for the next 10 minutes or as long as your heart's intuition guides you. You can also radiate these heartfelt feelings to yourself for your own health and wellness, or to others, animals, trees, or all of nature.
Okay, I'm going to stop it there. And let's see. So my coherence, I'll have to read it to you because you can't really see it. The coherence was 0.86. The group coherence was 1.25. And the global coherence that we added to was 0.98. I'm going to exit the session. And, you know, it says the accumulation of like all-time coherence and stuff like that. So that's how the app works. And, you know, hopefully, even if you didn't have the app, you could still meditate. Take that 5 minutes and meditate. It's a great thing to do every day, of course, to connect with your heart, your mind, send energy and love out to the planet, to the earth, to whatever project that you're working on, and set that intention, put that out there. This is how we do it. So, all right, my friends, this is the end of the show, and I want to thank you for watching. If you got some value from this show or any of my content, please like, share, and subscribe. Let people know to mark their calendars for October 30th for National Good Vibes Day. Come to the summit. You don't have to come from the beginning to the end. You can just pop in as you're able to, and there'll be replays. But the more we're together and doing it as a group, the better and the more impact that we will have. So I want to say thank you to everyone for watching, and I want to remind you to raise your vibe so you can thrive. Live in the good vibes zone. Have a beautiful week, and I will see you next week and throughout the week from the cruise. So take care and blessings to you. Peace out, everyone.